Guys, it doesn't matter if you're broke or wealthy. Life is going to happen. But what matters is, how are you going to respond? So guys, welcome back to another video. I'm just at home on my deck. Still no power. We are at 3 days now. So it is what it is, just dealing with it. So guys, last night, after I made my video last night, directed at how black women approaching their 50s, a lot of them are broke right now, I sent the link to a friend of mine that I work with. She's actually a general manager for the company also, and she's black. So I sent her the link to listen to the video before I uploaded it, because I just wanted her opinion to see if she would be offended as a black lady. And she listened to it before I uploaded it. Blaze, calm down. And she told me she wasn't offended. But she did say, Frank, you gotta understand that life happens. And that was the catalyst of this video. By her making that one statement, Frank, you have to understand that life happens. And it's kind of funny because when I got home today, I was looking at the comments from that video last night, and about 15 minutes ago, I was looking at some comments, and a gentleman was like, this guy is stupid. He thinks people just choose to be broke. Life happens. I said, bro, listen to tonight's video, and I'm going to explain how you are choosing to be broke. So let me explain, guys. Let me explain how we are in control of life happening. And again, I'm taking away the excuses. I'm going to explain to you guys how life happens, because life happened to me when I was broke as a damn joke. So, guys who's been following me a while know I went stone cold, rock bottom broke the year my dad passed away in 2007. What incidents or what was happening in my life that made me go rock bottom broke? I chose to have kids, guys, right? Love my kids. Love my kids. Glad they're here. But I chose to have kids with their mom, my first wife. I chose to get a divorce from my first wife. I knew with that was going to come child support, right? This is life happening. But these are decisions that I was making that was making life happen. I chose to dodge my child support and be immature and pay it here, pay it there. That was my fault. And then the state of Michigan, the family court said, you know what? Enough of this dude. We're going to jack his damn child support up sky high. He's not going to be able to live. But why did that happen? Because I was making choices that made that happen. I made those choices. I made the choice to have children. I made the choice to get a divorce. I made the choice to dodge the child support. And then when payments went sky fucking high, it was because of decisions that I made that made me go rock bottom broke. Again, guys, life happened. But my choices made life happen. And guys, you got to understand, I'm not talking about, somebody with a disability or someone that's battling a life-threatening disease like cancer, lupus, something. I'm not talking about situations like that. Everybody is not in that position. A lot of us are healthy, living everyday lives, and we make choices that put us in our current situations, whether good or bad. Second, marriage. Guys know I'm recently divorced. And I've expressed how going through that divorce, she was just taking everything she was entitled to, right? Which is cool. I was mad at first, but now it's like, it's all good. She did what she had to do. And I was mad because I felt she was trying to take everything. But guess what, guys? I chose to get that divorce. I chose to get that divorce, not her. She didn't want the divorce. So then she got everything she was entitled to. So again, life happened to me. But my decisions caused life to happen. So you guys get where I'm going with this? Yeah, we can say life happens, but our decisions are what causes life to happen, whether good or bad. Life just doesn't happen. We make decisions that forces life to happen. So let me explain how people choose to be broke. Because yes, I think people choose to be broke. If you're running up credit card debt and can't pay them off monthly, you're choosing to be broke. That's not life happening. You're choosing to be broke. If you got a car payment that you cannot afford, and that car payment is preventing you from saving and investing, that's not life happening. You're choosing to be broke. If you don't have any money saved, you're choosing not to save any money. If you're not investing, you're choosing not to invest. I don't want to hear this, I don't make enough money, or figure out a way to make some more money. Figure out a way to get your income up. Stop making excuses. If you're going out to eat every night, you're choosing to be broke. If you're taking out personal loans, you're choosing to be broke. If you bought a house, too much house that you can't afford, you're choosing to be broke. If you're renting too much of an apartment, too big, you're choosing to be broke. Those are choices that's causing life to happen to you. Yes, life is happening, but your decisions is causing life to happen and causing you to not have any money. I mean, I hope you guys are understanding where I'm coming from with this. Now, when I chose to go from rock bottom broke to start building wealth, what did I do? I made a choice. I made a choice to get out of debt. That was a choice. That was life happening, but I made a choice to get out of debt. I chose, for Frank, it was best for me that I didn't want car payments. So I chose not to do car payments anymore. I chose to not use credit cards unless I could pay them off monthly and stop running up credit card debt. That was a choice. That was life happening, but it was a choice in the positive for me. I chose to not go into debt. That's life happening, right? But I'm choosing the opposite. That's going to have a positive impact on my life. I chose to not spend every damn dime I make on bullshit and to invest my money. That's a choice. So that's life happening. But life happening in my favor because I've made different choices in my life. Everything, guys, that has had an adverse effect in my life and a positive effect in my life came from decisions that I made in my life. Every day we make choices. If you lose a job in your 50s and you don't have any money saved up, yeah, you didn't have a choice in losing that job, but you had a choice to save and invest some damn money. Right? Am I right or wrong? If y'all disagree, let me know. Yeah, we don't have a choice on whether we can keep a job or not. But we have a choice to be prepared financially if we ever was to lose our job. But then most people lose the job and then say, oh, life happened and I wasn't prepared. Yes, because you made the choice to not be prepared. So guys, the fact of the matter is we can sit and make excuses all day long. We can sit and make excuses all day long. But nothing is going to change until you want it to change. People sit on Facebook all fucking day complaining about Trump, his administration, and they're just sitting there broke in misery complaining about Trump all damn day. I don't give a shit what Trump does. I don't fucking care. I'm gonna keep living my life and I'm gonna keep building my damn wealth. I don't care what Trump does. I don't care what the administration does. I'm going to control what Frank can control, which is me and my home. I'm not worried about what everybody else does. I'm not worried about what Trump does. I'm not sitting and posting about Trump all fucking day on Facebook. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So guys, just understand, life happens, but is life going to happen in a positive way or a negative way? And whatever happens is going to come from decisions that you make and nobody else. You want to go out and have, you guys want to have 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 kids that you can't afford? You make that choice. Life didn't happen. You made that choice. The women and the men. You make that choice. We need to step up and take accountability for our lives and stop looking for a way out and want to blame everybody else or just blame life. And take accountability for your own lives. With that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and go get me something to eat before it gets dark and come back and relax in my dark house. You guys have a great evening. Have a great weekend. This is Frank, and I'm out of here.